So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We got some breaking news coming out per Fabrizio Romano, who broke the news to us this morning. It's finally happening. It's finally happening, guys. It's official. Antony is set to leave Manchester United on loan until the end of the season. The only unfortunate thing about this deal is it's a loan. I wanted it to be permanent. I wanted it to be a full sale, but that's not what we're getting. He is set to join Real Betis on a straight loan until the end of the season. But the key details of this deal is there's no option to buy the player. So it's a straight loan. He will join Betis until the end of the season in the Liga. And once the season ends, he will come straight back to Manchester United, where hopefully Manchester United will try and sell on Antony for a bit of money. We are never going to get the full amount back which we paid for him, because it was a ridiculous amount, and never again will we ever pay something like that for such a mediocre player, hopefully, because it's been a bad experience. So we're never going to get the money back, but we're just hoping we can get a bit of money back for this guy. He can go to the La Liga, take it by storm, get back into a bit of form, score a couple of goals, and hopefully teams see that. They start to look at Antony and think, do you know what? Antony might be back. And hopefully they get involved in some sort of transfer and we can get some money for him, or at least a bit of money, because, you know, to lose out on this amount of money would be absolutely ridiculous and would hurt us so much. It really, really would, considering the crisis we're already in. We have no money and no funds available. So this is a guy we are hoping we can get quite a lot of money for. But, you know, finally he is set to leave the club after such a long time. I was so happy to see this news. But let me know, guys, how you guys are feeling about this loan deal to Betis. Do you think it'll be good for him? Do you think Antony can find a bit of form back in the Spanish league? Who knows what can happen, guys? He could take it by storm. He could be the best player in that league in the second half of the season. You just don't know what can happen. You know, I wouldn't put it past him. Moving away from Manchester United, finds his best form again, looks incredible. It would be typical, wouldn't it? But I'll read out the outlook for you guys. Fabrizio Romano broke the news to us this morning. Antony to Real Betis. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place between all parties with Manchester United too. Documents being checked. Then time for travel and medical tests. United will let him leave on a loan deal with no buy clause. As I mentioned, that's the key details. There is no buy clause in this deal, which Manchester United are doing with Betis. He'll be formally back to United in June. So whatever happens, if he goes there, like I said, finds a bit of form, takes the league by storm, he's coming straight back to Manchester United, where hopefully we can sell him on for a bit of money, guys. But you know what? If we're being serious with ourselves, is this the worst Manchester United transfer we've ever done? Money-wise, if you take everything into consideration, the last 3 years since he's been here, considering the high expectations, the money we paid for this guy, and how sought after he was, is this the worst transfer in Premier League history? It's probably the worst transfer Manchester United have done, and it's probably the worst transfer we're going to see in the Premier League. Let's be honest, guys, because ever since he joined, all we've had with this guy is pain. Every game, pain. And we've seen absolutely nothing. Was it his debut against Arsenal? That was the best thing we saw from Antony since he joined the club. That's the best thing. That moment against Arsenal where he scored, kissed the badge. Other than that, it's been absolutely shocking. An absolute dire transfer from Manchester United, spending this amount of money on him. Meant to be Ten Hag's man. Meant to be one to bring the Brazilian flair back to the Premier League. As I mentioned, high expectations, a lot of money, so sought after. And he's turned into an absolute pile of shit. An absolute pile of shit. That's all I can say this player was. The amount of memes, the amount of jokes, it's been ridiculous, guys. Like, if you just look at his Premier League stats since he's been a Manchester United player, this is why we're saying it's arguably the worst Premier League transfer we've seen. Near enough 100 million over 3 seasons, 25 goals and 25 goals. I wish it was 25 goals. 25 matches and 4 goals in his first season for a forward player. You know, 2 assists as well. He's not even doing good on the assists side of things. Next season after that, 29 games and 1 goal. 29 games and 1 goal. You have to laugh, don't you? And 1 assist as well. And the season after that, he's played 8 times this season. 0 goals, 0 assists. What can you say? What can you say about this? I'm really hoping for Antony, for himself, that he goes to La Liga and takes it by storm. I really hope he goes to La Liga and finds himself again. Just for himself. He'll be desperate to find his form again. He'll be desperate to leave. You know that. He's loving it right now. He's loving that he can leave this shit show of a club, go somewhere else and be happy again. Because who's happy at Manchester United right now? Absolutely nobody. But, you know, as I mentioned, guys, the amount of money we paid for this guy, I will be shocked if we can get half back. I will be shocked if we can even get half back, guys. I really, really will. But yeah, the stats are shocking. The transfer has been shocking. And, you know, as I mentioned, it's arguably the worst transfer we've ever done. Or we've ever seen in the Premier League, guys. But yeah, that's the deal that's happening, guys. Antony is set to leave Manchester United on loan until the end of the season with no option to buy. And as I mentioned, we'll see what happens afterwards. But it does look like the end is near between Manchester United and Antony for what has been an absolute disgrace of a transfer from Manchester United. But yeah, let me know, guys, how you're feeling about this. Is this the right decision? Do you think Antony can get back into form? Do you think he can come back to Manchester United and play a key role as well? Let me know down below, guys. But it has been torrid time, you know. He's just offered absolutely nothing to the club. Absolutely nothing. He's one of the most predictable players you're ever going to see. There's 0 ability there. And, you know, Ahmad and players like that who are much younger and have much more ability and are just overall a more world-class player than Antony will ever be. Let's just say how it is, guys. But yeah, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching, guys. It's been a horrid time. It really has been. The last 3 years with Antony has been shocking. It really has done. But yeah, let's see what happens, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.